Welcome to my channel. So this is going to be more a tutorial into investing. So I'm going to explain your needs, what you need to look out for, and basically in general the opportunities you have with investing. So to start off with, understand that there's a ton of research out there. You still want to get by a lot of marketers and stuff when you're actually looking for things, but it's pretty easy to kind of pick out what to look for as far as like a stock or trading or whatever you're looking for. But as far as stocks go or investing as a whole, a lot of people generally don't know a thing about investing, so it's kind of hard to actually listen to those close to you unless they have been an investor themselves. So, well, excluding the financial advisor. A lot of people in the past, they actually ran to a financial advisor primarily because they didn't know how to get the information themselves. So right now, like you're looking at YouTube, you're looking for an additional opportunity to actually make money and grow your money. This is what this video is going to be fully about. Understand, step one, you don't need a financial advisor. You can go to one. I mean, it would be beneficial if they know more than you, or if you want to go to them later on just to kind of double up your money. But in all honesty, in my opinion, I mean, the financial advisor is just another fee and kind of pointless, especially if you go to one that kind of depends on you telling them what you want to invest in and when to take the money out and all that. So if it's going to be like that, where you're controlling your money assets anyways, why not learn to invest yourselves, especially when you have full control at this point with your phone or even an iPad or your computer. So realistically, you want to be realistic about the money. Yes, there is a huge amount of money to be made when it comes to stocks, but realistically, it's either from luck, a great strategy, sometimes trading. But a lot of the times, it's just investing into a smart idea and just waiting for that opportunity to explode. Like, for example, Amazon. Somebody invested into the right opportunity and they're swimming in money right now because they invested in Amazon or created their own business, whatever. Bitcoin, that's another smart opportunity. There's not going to be too many of those, but it's not to say that you're not going to make great money with the stock market. You just have to do your research and invest into a smart idea and be realistic about it. And on top of that, you want to kind of figure, is the company overvalued or undervalued? So that's where the fundamental analysis comes in. You want to research the company and see if it's actually worth buying into, and actually just know how they're getting their money and what their product is and how they're marketing themselves, how they're branding themselves. So as far as what to invest in, that's where you would actually either do your research or just invest in something you're already familiar with. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I always recommend kind of thinking outside of the box and just doing your own research if you can actually do that and have the time. Why not? It's your money. You can go into, and at the same time, I will also say this: you do not need a massive amount of money to invest. You can actually invest with, honestly, you can throw in like $8 into like a pot stock at this moment. You can go cheaper than that with other stocks. There's like solar stocks, energy stocks, I should say, um, but that are like $2 penny stocks. But I would just say invest into the right thing and understand that a lot of what you're going to invest into is going to either be a longer term investment, or you can actually invest for the dividends if you want to do that as well. It just depends on your strategy. So yes, you do have to have a strategy as far as stocks go. I'll go into more into strategies in the next video, which I will actually post a link in the description probably. And then as far as brokers are concerned, there are free ones you can go to. There are paid ones. I've never used like Ameritrade or anything like that, which is an option. But I do use like Webull and Robinhood, which the links to those are in the description. You can download them. They're apps, and by registering through the links in the description, you'll actually get a free stock in pretty much anything like Sprint, Facebook, Apple, and that's free just for signing up. These are commission-free apps, well, brokers, I should say. So commission-free stocks that you're actually buying into, like places like Ameritrade. You go into them, and then they'll have some sort of fee back behind it, just for jumping in the trade. And sometimes the fees are big. Sometimes you're limited as far as how much you can actually trade, depending on your account size. If you actually go into like Robinhood or Webull, that's all eliminated. You can, I think the limit is about 10,000 at the most. If there was a limit, I forgot if that was removed, but that's the most that you can actually put in for like a month, I think. I'm not gonna say that's for sure, but other than that, you're good. And some extra strategies that you could probably use as far as your stocks, you could probably use technical analysis as well. If you're familiar with that, you can actually learn how to read a chart and estimate where your falls are going to happen. When is your stock going to get cheaper and get to a higher value? So I personally, that's what I do. I use technical analysis before I actually jump into any stock at this point, because personally I got into like day trading first before I actually started investing into stocks. And over time you understand that when you day trade, either whether it's a forex chart or a stock chart, the patterns and stuff move in a similar manner. I won't say exactly the same, because they do move differently. Forex market is more volatile. There is more wealth in the currency industry, so there's going to be a lot more movement, a lot more money to be made in that one. But yeah, you can actually, that is another opportunity to make money right there, Forex. That is another app that you can actually use, and I actually trade the Forex market with MetaTrader 4. That one is a bit harder to learn, because you're truly focused on the chart. You're looking for the moves of the market purely, and you're constantly in and out depending on what type of trader you are, like a short-term trader, long-term trader, swing trader. Are you holding in for 1 day, a week, a month, a year? It's all dependent on you, how much money you're willing to put in, and how much time you're willing to give it. But it is an extra opportunity alongside of stocks. And then you have cryptocurrencies. That is number 3. Cryptocurrencies is an online-based currency. So like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dash, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, Binance Coin, Monero, and there's a large variety of coins that you can actually jump into. I mean, it's a great opportunity as well, especially if you know how to use technical analysis and analyze where it's going. So that's another thing that you can actually trade as well. But it is, I would say, much more volatile than stocks and Forex. Not to scare anyone, because if you have the right mentor, have the right training and education, You can master all of these, but it is going to take a lot of time to actually learn these skills. But if you do want to, but you have the option not on, to purchase the asset or trade it. For the safest route you could actually take is just to purchase the asset. You can purchase a piece of a Bitcoin, considering at this point in time it's over $11,000 for a full coin. Litecoin, you can do the same thing. It's like around $130, and Ethereum would be about $250 at this point in time. But yeah, you can buy a piece, you can buy a full coin, and just purchase the asset, and then just let the value rise over time, just like a stock. Stock market, like I said, the same concept. You purchase the stock, it's going to fluctuate. All markets are going to fluctuate, but the point in the stock is you're investing in the success of the company. So you purchase your share, you leave it alone, whether it's for a year, 5 years, your retirement, and you're just letting that value grow. So those are multiple opportunities. You can also get into real estate. I'm not going to get too much into real estate, but pretty much you can rent houses, buy houses, repair them and sell them, or you can repair and resell them, or rent them out. There's also affiliate marketing, so Amazon's a great resource that you can actually use that's outside of the investing realm. But pretty much you can advertise using like sources like YouTube or social media. That's just an extra option that I'm throwing out there, affiliate partners. That's an additional way you can actually fund your account as well. And then an additional way to invest is just to create your own business. So you can create your own business in a company, offline or online. There are plenty of opportunities that you can actually make for yourself. You just have to be creative on that end, depending on what you want to do. But if you have any more questions on as far as stocks, cryptocurrencies, forex, anything, you can feel free to subscribe and check out my page. Feel free to comment below, and I'll do my best to answer all your questions as far as any of these opportunities are concerned.